Dehumidification refers to the process of removing excess moisture from the air in a home or building. High humidity levels can lead to a number of problems, including mold and mildew growth, musty odors, and damage to building materials and furnishings. Dehumidification helps to maintain a healthy indoor environment and prevent these problems from occurring. What are the causes of high humidity in a home or building? There are several causes of high humidity in a home or building, including poor ventilation, leaks or floods, and high outdoor humidity levels. In addition, certain activities, such as cooking, bathing, and laundry, can contribute to elevated indoor humidity levels. What are the effects of high humidity on a building and its occupants? High humidity levels can have a number of negative effects on a building and its occupants. These can include mold and mildew growth, which can pose a health risk and cause damage to building materials and furnishings. High humidity levels can also create an environment that is conducive to the growth of dust mites and other allergens, which can trigger respiratory problems for some people. What are the signs that a home or building may need dehumidification services? The signs that a home or building may need dehumidification services include musty odors, visible mold or mildew growth, condensation on windows and other surfaces, and elevated humidity levels. In addition, a feeling of stuffiness or dampness in a room can indicate that dehumidification services are needed. What are the different types of dehumidifiers available, and which one is best suited for a particular environment? There are several types of dehumidifiers available, including refrigerant dehumidifiers, desiccant dehumidifiers, and whole house dehumidifiers. The type of dehumidifier that is best suited for a particular environment will depend on factors such as the size of the room, the level of humidity, and the climate. How does a professional determine the appropriate size and type of dehumidifier for a specific location? A professional like superdutyrestoration.com will typically assess the size of the room and the level of humidity in order to determine the appropriate size and type of dehumidifier. They may also consider factors such as the climate, the ventilation system, and the presence of mold or mildew. What is the process for installing a dehumidifier in a home or building? The process for installing a dehumidifier in a home or building typically involves selecting the appropriate size and type of dehumidifier, positioning the unit in a location that will allow it to operate effectively, and connecting it to the electrical and plumbing systems. What are the factors that determine the cost of dehumidification services? The cost of dehumidification services can vary depending on factors such as the size of the room, the type of dehumidifier needed, the extent of any existing mold or mildew growth, and the complexity of the installation process. What are the maintenance requirements for a dehumidifier, and how often should they be performed? The maintenance requirements for a dehumidifier will vary depending on the type of unit and the manufacturer's recommendations. This may include cleaning the unit, replacing filters, and checking the system's performance regularly. The frequency of maintenance will depend on factors such as the level of humidity, the use of the dehumidifier, and the type of unit. How does dehumidification impact energy consumption, and what can be done to minimize its impact? Dehumidifiers use energy to operate and remove moisture from the air. The amount of energy required will depend on factors such as the size of the unit, the level of humidity, and the frequency of use. To minimize the impact of dehumidification on energy consumption, it is recommended to use energy-efficient units and to keep the unit well maintained. It may also be beneficial to use a programmable thermostat or a dehumidifier with a built-in humidistat to control the operation of the unit. What are the safety precautions that should be taken when using a dehumidifier? There are several safety precautions that should be taken when using a dehumidifier, including ensuring that the unit is installed and operated in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions, avoiding overloading electrical outlets, and keeping the unit away from flammable materials and sources of heat. What are the benefits of using a professional dehumidification service? The benefits of using a professional dehumidification service like superdutyrestoration.com include access to experienced technicians who can accurately assess the level of humidity and recommend the appropriate size and type of dehumidifier for a specific location, and the assurance that the unit will be installed and maintained correctly. How does dehumidification impact indoor air quality, and what steps can be taken to improve it? Dehumidification can have a positive impact on indoor air quality by reducing mold and mildew growth, which can trigger allergies and other respiratory problems. In addition, dehumidifiers can help to improve indoor air quality by removing excess moisture that can lead to the growth of dust mites and other allergens. To further improve indoor air quality, it is recommended to use air purifiers, keep the home well ventilated, and regularly clean surfaces that may harbor allergens. What is the expected lifespan of a dehumidifier, and what are the factors that impact its longevity? The expected lifespan of a dehumidifier will vary depending on factors such as the type of unit, the frequency of use, and the level of maintenance. Regular maintenance, such as cleaning the unit and replacing filters, can help to extend the life of a dehumidifier. How does dehumidification impact the environment, and what can be done to minimize its impact? Dehumidifiers use energy to operate and remove moisture from the air, which can contribute to greenhouse gas emissions and climate change. To minimize the impact of dehumidification on the environment, it is recommended to use energy-efficient units and to keep the unit well maintained to ensure that it operates at peak efficiency.